Hey everyone, if you're a marketer, an entrepreneur, or just someone trying to grow a business, there's one skill that can literally change everything. Today, we're diving deep into the ultimate guide to paid advertising skills. So let's just get right to the big question, right? You've got an amazing product or service, but how do you get people to actually see it? And not just any people, the right people. What's the absolute fastest way to get customers in the door and really boost those sales? Well, the answer is paid advertising. It is, hands down, the most direct path to growth you can find. And look, this isn't about just throwing money at the wall and hoping something sticks. No. It's a strategic investment. It's about making sure your message lands in front of the exact people who are looking for what you have. Okay, so let's kick things off with section 1. Why should you even care about paid ads? I mean, before we jump into the how-to, let's really get a handle on why this skill is so incredibly important in today's world. It all comes down to one word, really: control. Think about it. When you get good at this, you're no longer sitting around hoping customers stumble upon you. Nope, you're in the driver's seat. You can generate leads, you can drive sales, you can scale your entire business pretty much whenever you decide to flip that switch. All right, moving on to section 2, let's talk about your essential toolkit. This is where we get into the nuts and bolts, the core skills you absolutely need to build a powerful advertising machine from scratch. First things first, you gotta know your playground. It sounds simple, but it's crucial. Think about it. Someone typing into Google is on a mission, right? They have intent. But someone scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, they're in discovery mode. And LinkedIn, that's your B2B goldmine. Real mastery starts right here, knowing exactly where your customers hang out online. Okay, this next one is huge. You could have the most amazing award-winning ad in history, but if the wrong people see it, it's completely useless. That's where audience targeting comes in. This is all about precision. We're talking about getting super specific, defining age, location, what they're interested in, even what they've bought before. It's like having a laser pointer to find your perfect customer. So you've found your audience. Now, what do you say to them? That, my friends, is the art of copywriting. Take a look at this example. Get 50 new customers in 30 days. See how that's so much better than just buy now? It's specific. It's focused on the benefit. It has a timeline. It promises a tangible result. And that is what makes people stop scrolling and actually click. Here's a secret. The best marketers don't guess, they measure. You have to learn to speak the language of data. It's not as scary as it sounds. You're just asking simple questions like, are people actually clicking on my ad? That's your CTR. Okay, how much did that click just cost me? That's your CPC. And, the million-dollar question. For every dollar I'm putting in, how many dollars am I getting back? That's your ROAS, your return on ad spend. It's the king of all metrics. So how do you make all those numbers go up? It's simple, really. It's called A/B testing. Think of it like a science experiment. You run 2 versions of an ad side by side. Maybe one has a different picture or a different headline. Then you just sit back and see which one performs better. You let the data tell you who the winner is, and then you put all your money on that one. Easy, right? Of course, your ads need to look good too. They've got to grab someone's attention in a split second. But the good news is you don't need to be a professional designer or filmmaker. Seriously. Tools like Canva for images and CapCut for videos make it so easy to create stuff that looks amazing. And here's a little pro tip for you. Short form video, it's absolutely crushing it right now. It is maybe the most powerful format out there. But listen, it's super important to remember this. The ad is just the start of the conversation. Just because someone clicks doesn't mean you've made a sale. You have to think about the whole journey, what we call a funnel. So the ad grabs their attention, then a landing page explains the offer, and finally a super easy checkout process closes the deal. Each step has to flow seamlessly into the next. It's all connected. And you know what's underneath all of this? The foundation of it all? It's customer psychology. Just think about why we buy anything. We're either trying to solve a problem, get something we want, or avoid something we don't want. A truly great ad, it doesn't just sell a thing. It sells the solution to one of those deep human needs. If you can tap into that, your ads will become unstoppable. Okay, so once you've got those fundamentals locked down, it's time to level up. Let's move into section 3, advanced skills. This is where you go from just running ads to becoming a master strategist, orchestrating really sophisticated campaigns. So take a look at this. You can see the progression here, from the core skills to the advanced stuff. For instance, instead of just guessing interests, you'll start using lookalike audiences. This is where you tell a platform like Facebook, hey, find me more people who look exactly like my best customers. It's incredible. Or retargeting. When you see an ad for a product you just looked at, that's it. This is how you build a real automated growth machine. Which brings us to a very important question. Let's talk about the money. Section 4 is all about the financial return. After all this work and learning, what's the actual payoff? What's in it for you? Well, the earning potential is pretty huge. As you can see, even as a beginner freelancer, you can earn a really solid income. But as you build your expertise, that potential just skyrockets. And for anyone ambitious enough to build their own agency, the sky is the limit. This isn't just a fun skill to have, it's a genuinely high-value, super in-demand career path. Okay, let's bring it all home. Final section, your first step to start. I know we've covered a ton of information and it can feel a little overwhelming. So what's the most practical, actionable way to actually get started? The biggest piece of advice I can give you is this. Don't try to learn everything all at once. You'll just burn out. Instead, focus on these 5 pillars right here. Get really, really good at finding your audience and writing words that make them feel something. After that, learn to read your data, make some simple, clean designs, and keep an eye on your budget. If you can master just these 5 things, you'll be ahead of 90% of people out there, and you'll see real results fast. So there you have it. That's the roadmap. It takes you from the absolute basics all the way to advanced strategies for mastering paid advertising. You've seen what's possible, you've seen the potential. So really, there's only one question left to ask. What's your next move? Which one of these skills are you going to tackle first to start building your own growth engine?